Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hi Virgo, welcome to your December 2021 tarot reading. My name is Tessa and you're watching my channel. I started a new series on my channel called Investigative Astrology, and I have just kind of been literally in the depths of astrology filming that particular series. It's a 5-part series, and basically I dive into the astrology of Astroworld. If anybody has been like following the story, the tragedy of the festival, and I decided to kind of do a deep dive into this astrology of that day. And I also looked at Travis Scott's astrology, and it's a pretty long series of videos, but if you're interested, check it out. Each video is about an hour long, okay? I'm not even gonna, pretend like it's short. It's not short. And there's different kind of segments to it. So check that out if you want. But with all that, studying and just kind of analyzing and interpreting, it just kind of put me in this mood, where I am just really, really excited and happy to just be filming tarot. So with that being said, this is going to be strictly a tarot reading. I'm not going to use my Astral Soul deck, so if you're a returning subscriber, you might be more familiar with me tying astrology into the tarot reading, and I'm not going to do that for this particular video, okay? It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing it completely, but just for December 2021, I'm not going to tie in astrology. I mean, the tarot cards themselves will tie in astrology, and that's fine, obviously if I pull a tarot card, I'll mention the sign or the planet. But in terms of connecting your reading to the astrological chart for December, I'm not going to do that, okay? I might mention some important things that are happening in December if I feel like it's significant. Otherwise, we're just going to do a tarot reading, and it's going to be spiritual guidance, and we're just going to take a look at the energies that are coming out for you for this month, okay? So I just wanted to let you guys know that and kind of why, and I'm actually really excited to be doing these tarot readings for you guys. You don't even know, just kind of, I don't know, I just feel kind of at ease right now, and I'm just kind of taking a break from astrology a little bit. I've been studying a lot. I've been really kind of getting into the depths of astrology lately. So yeah, so with that being said, what else do I want to mention before I jump into your reading? Yeah, like I said, it's spiritual guidance. Happy Sagittarius season, you guys. The only thing that I'm going to say is that, I'll just mention this, I'll just throw in a little tiny bit of astrology. If you're a Virgo rising, you do have Sagittarius in your 4th house, okay? So this month, so December might kind of bring up things in regards to, your home life, or things pertaining to your ancestral lineage, or maybe traditions with your family, or things like that, or just kind of things coming up from your childhood, maybe things coming up in relation to your mother, things like that, okay? So that's all I'm going to mention as far as that if you're a Virgo rising. But this is going to be for Virgo sun, moon, or rising, okay? So you can definitely pick and choose what, which video you want to watch. All right, so let's get started then. Let's get into this reading. And then for my mid-December reading, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about for mid-December kind of doing like an overview of 2022 for each zodiac sign and doing a tarot reading, and just kind of giving kind of like a preview for how the months are going to go for you for 2022. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, you know, let me know, leave a comment, and I might do that for mid-December. Okay. So let's see here what we got going on for you. What energies does Virgo need to be most aware of right now? What are the energies that Virgo needs to be most aware of right now? Okay, Virgo. So for the first card, we have the Page of Cups. That's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Next card, we have the Moon, Major Arcana. It's going to be Pisces energy. Okay, so already some water going on here. Some kind of emotional things maybe coming up. Knight of Swords, air energy. That's Gemini. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Cups, more water energy, another Knight. That's going to be Pisces. We have the Hangman, Neptune energy, more water energy here. And then we have the Death card, Scorpio energy, more water energy. We have the Ten of Wands. This is going to be Saturn in Sagittarius. A little bit of fire and air here. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, this is going to be Mars and Pisces. Okay, so very, very powerful ending over here. And we will go ahead and kind of clarify this as well. So first and foremost, Virgo, definitely some emotional things coming up here, okay? And this could definitely be related to that fourth house that I mentioned. This could be like something familial, okay? This could definitely be like, you know, there could be some deeper emotions that that is needing to come to the surface, okay? Some deeper emotions that's needing to come to the surface. And you're kind of like taking a look at those emotions right now. You're kind of like trying to kind of take a look at like what you're feeling right now, in regards to, you know, this could be in regards to a particular love interest, especially with that Knight of Cups and that Ten of Cups kind of coming out. So there does seem to be some kind of relationship. Okay, there's some kind of relationship here. You could already be in a relationship with this person, and this is just a certain, you know, you're just kind of entering a certain time of year where you're just kind of like, you know, you're feeling comfortable at home, you know, generally speaking, you're just, you know, you're just kind of enjoying home life. But there are these emotions that are kind of stirring up underneath the surface, that is creating perhaps like some questions for you, okay? Or making you feel like you need to speak out and say something, okay? Maybe to your partner. You could be having like something on your mind or some feelings about something that you feel you need to address to your partner. But there is also, you know, this feeling of kind of feeling a little like stuck, or feeling like a little unsure of yourself, okay? Feeling a little like unsure of yourself and what it is that you really think about this particular situation or topic. I feel like with this Ten of Wands, this is definitely, I think that there's like something that you're really burdened by, okay? There could be some kind of project or plan that you and your partner have been working on together. And it's like, you know, it's for your future, right? It's so the two of you can reach that state of like emotional fulfillment for your future. But at this particular point in time, you know, there is still this, you know, kind of heavy burden inside you where, you know, you're feeling overwhelmed, you know, perhaps with the amount of things that you have to do in order to get to that point with your other person. And it does kind of look like, there is communication that is happening between the two of you. So it does look like there is communication that's happening in reference to this, this thing that the two of you are planning together, or that the two of you have been working on together. So there does appear to be communication. I feel most of that communication is coming from you. I feel like most of that communication is coming from you, where your partner is just kind of more like in their feelings about it. And it's kind of causing you to become in your feelings about it. And it's kind of causing you to like feel like maybe you just need to let go of some of those concerns, you know, like it's kind of like one of those situations where, you know, you are feeling like overwhelmed or worried or concerned about something in specific, but when you talk about it and you bring it up and you realize that like the other person is really not that worried or concerned about it, it kind of like puts you in this mood and in this mode of feeling like, well, why am I so concerned about this? Or like, you know, if he's not going to be concerned about it or she's not going to be concerned about it, then like, you know, I'm just going to feel like this heaviness inside me because, you know, they're not sharing my concern, right? Or they're not worried about the same things I'm worried about. So then it's all falling on you, right? So then all those emotions kind of become heavy within yourself. And it kind of forces you to go through this kind of transformation, through this kind of like death and rebirth process in regards to your own emotions and in regards to your own like state of, you know, emotional awareness, and how perhaps you can like channel that energy in a new way that's healthier for you, you know. And it looks like that energy kind of ends up becoming channeled in, you know, through you kind of like taking on a lot of these responsibilities. You end up kind of taking on a lot of these responsibilities and challenges of like getting things done and becoming proactive, and, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you're tired, you're burdened, like you kind of wish that perhaps you didn't feel like you were the only one who felt this way. You know, you kind of wish that, you know, your partner was kind of there for you with this. But it also looks like he or she is there for you with that Ten of Cups energy there, okay? So the reading kind of is wrapped up with that Ten of Cups energy, which does show emotional fulfillment between the two of you. It does kind of show this, you know, it's almost like the more grounded and stable emotional nature of your partner is kind of bringing you back down to earth, and like creating a kind of like peace for yourself. You know, it's like that emotional strength that they carry is at the end what's keeping you like balanced, and what's keeping you feeling like you can kind of just like when you're with this person, you can kind of just let it all go, and, you know, perhaps like when you're just doing your own thing, when you guys are kind of like, you know, doing things on your own, you know, you feel a lot of that anxiety and stress. But when you're actually together and you actually spend time together, you don't feel it so much, you know, because you kind of let the worry and the concern dissolve in favor of just feeling gratitude and happiness and, you know, and joy and peace, just being with your partner and just kind of enjoying that energy of the two of you together. Okay. So that's the energy that I'm getting here. So let's clarify the moon. Okay, so for the moon, we do have the Six of Wands. So there is going to be victory, okay? So this is Jupiter in Leo. So there is going to be kind of victory over your own emotions, okay? There is going to be a sense of like, you know, feeling victorious over them and feeling like you're able to, you know, kind of take leadership and not dwell so much, you know, like not dwell so much in your own feelings, not like be in your feels all the time, but actually take a sense of leadership in regards to what it is you want to do about it, instead of just kind of dwelling in your feelings, like actually stepping up and taking leadership in regards to, you know, your feelings and emotions. And this is where I see that communication kind of starting to come through. Let's clarify the Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman is clarified by the Ten of Cups, Mars and Pisces. So this is the second time the Ten of Cups did come out. So it looks like, you know, that energy of just like it's almost like your partner's energy, or that energy of just wanting to, you know, be happy with your partner and be in that state of like contentment and bliss. Like this is what is keeping you going. This is what is ultimately like in that deeper part of you. Like when you do feel stuck, when you do feel a little like lethargic with that Neptune energy, it's very like, the Hangman is very like it's very like self-sacrificial. It's kind of reaching a point of stagnation a little bit in your energy. But when you are in that energy, you kind of, you know, you kind of enter a bit of a daydream. You know, you would just kind of dream about, you know, and like fantasize about your partner, and you kind of dream about this life together where you're both just emotionally satisfied and content and happy. And it looks like you draw a lot of your strength from that energy. You draw a lot of that like inspiration to just kind of, you know, it looks like that energy is kind of what helps heal you ultimately, and helps you to keep moving forward so that you can reach that dream together. Clarify the Death card. The Death card is clarified by the Judgment, another major arcana. Okay, so yeah, Pluto energy. So the Death card and Judgment do go together. That's Pluto and Scorpio energy. So it's really just kind of like, you know, undergoing a major transformation within yourself, okay? And kind of allowing those parts of you that just really aren't serving you right now to kind of die down, and to, you know, and to kind of let them go in favor of a more heightened like state of self, okay? In favor of just kind of like a rebirth of that energy, so that you can continue to move forward, still feel, you know, move forward feeling really good about everything that's going on, right? And feeling really good about this journey that you're taking together, this project, or whatever it is that you guys are planning together, you know, for your future. This could be in regards to like retirement, right? So you and your partner could be planning your retirement, or just kind of thinking about where it is you want to be, you know, like whether it's 10 years from now or 20 years from now. And even honestly, even if you're single and you're not in a relationship, this could be kind of something that is coming up for you this month, deep down inside, you know. You could really be in your feelings a lot about what it is you truly want for yourself, you know, and how it is you see your future, and like what is going to be important for you in your future. It's kind of like looking at your life in this emotional way and really tapping into what it is you truly want emotionally. Okay, there's a lot of emotional energy here. Okay, yeah, so it's interesting that Judgment card fell on top of that Death card, because it really is pushing. There really is this energy is pushing you. It's pushing you to kind of like rebirth yourself. It's kind of pushing you to, it's like instinctual. It's kind of like in the pit of your stomach almost, where it's kind of pushing you to release some of those deeper feelings and to come up, you know, like not to get swallowed by it, and kind of, it's like pushing you back up into the air, right? So you can take a deep breath and just kind of, you know, allow yourself to kind of be reborn through that energy, and to bring peace back into your state of being, and to bring back that like ultimate like spiritual desire for yourself, and how it is that you want to feel. It's like taking responsibility for yourself and taking responsibility for your own feelings, and for your own understanding of your own feelings, and for your own awareness of your own feelings, you know, because when you become aware and you understand what's going on inside you on a deeper level, it's like, you know, suddenly it opens this channel in your heart where it feels like, you know, you've been deep down underwater, and you're just rising up out of the water and taking this huge gasp of air. You're just taking this huge, it's almost like, you know, coming up for air after you've been like drowning a little bit, you know. And then you like start to see the light again, right? You kind of start to see the you start to see the light again. You start to see, and you start to follow it, and you start to see where it's guiding you. All right, so let's pull 3 final cards to wrap it up. Any final messages or advice for Virgo? Final messages and advice for Virgo. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Jupiter energy. Yes. I love that. The 4 of Cups. Moon in Cancer. And the Star card. Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. So things are definitely going to, you know, I mean, things are definitely going to move in your favor. There's kind of a new cycle starting in regards to this whole kind of journey that you're on. And even when it's almost like this, you know that this is going to happen, right? Like it's just fate. At this point, it's fated. It's like planned, right? It's been written. It's like, you know that this is going to happen. You know that it'll come. It's just a matter of kind of getting through the day-to-day, like mundane little tasks that, you know, perhaps make you feel like it's not coming, or it makes you feel like it's taking a really long time, or it's just kind of making you feel like really unsatisfied with life at this point in this moment, simply because you know what's on the horizon, and it's like you keep looking into the future. You keep looking into the future, you know, like wishing for this and hoping for this and praying for this, and also knowing, you know, but there's also just that little feeling and that little voice inside your head that's telling you like, well, there's always the possibility that something can stall this from happening, or that something can go wrong, or that, you know, something can throw our plans out of whack. And that's kind of what's making you feel kind of sad, and what's making you reflect a lot, and just kind of not, it's making you kind of like not be interested in like the day-to-day activities, and the things that, you know, the things that people are kind of giving, the things that the people that are in your surroundings are kind of providing you with. It's just, it's not cutting it right now, because it's like, you know what you want, right? You know how you want your life to look. You know how you want your future to look. So these day-to-day little things are just kind of not cutting it for you, and it's kind of making you feel a little bit like apathetic towards life. But it's that future energy, it's that energy of like what's to come, and the dream that you have created that is ultimately like keeping you hopeful and keeping you going, and keeping you positive, right? So this is more something that's happening internally. On the outside, you probably appear to be very positive. You're probably like, you know, on the outside, like the side of you that you're showing to the world is probably very energetic, and it's just like positive, and, you know, because you're turning the wheel in your favor. You know, you're probably, you know, if you're still working, you know, just saving that money, and, you know, you're continuing to turn that wheel in your favor, while deep down inside, just kind of like, just feeling like, ugh, you know, about those like daily routines, and like deep down inside, just kind of feeling a little like blah about the things that are going on around you. And then when you kind of enter that state of blah, and that state of just like, you know, just kind of being like bored of it all, or like tired of it all, that's when, you know, you just kind of start to sink into that dream again, that you have for yourself, for your future, and, you know, the moment that you're going to get to that point, and, you know, feel really happy with where you're at. You know, just a last note to keep in mind is, once you do get to that point, you know, if this is in reference to planning a retirement, once you do kind of get to that point, and once you are in a place where you have worked so hard to get to that place, just remember that, you know, you could still start to feel those same feelings that you're feeling now, you know, like boredom and kind of lethargia, and like, you know, so just, it could be a really good practice to start feeling a sense of gratitude, and, you know, find emotional satisfaction in the little things right now, so that when that time comes, and when you do reach that goal that you have been working towards, it'll just be easy. Like, it'll just feel natural, to allow those more generous and loving, like, kind of feelings, sort of penetrate the environment, and your home, and even, you know, the way that you and your partner communicate could even reach, you know, it's amazing how, you know, once two people go into retirement together, or once two people just kind of have all this time to just spend with each other, you know, it's like you can actually learn so much about each other, and really take, you know, your relationships to a whole new, deeper level, even if it has already been deep and meaningful, you know, really just enjoy that time of connection, and, like, you know, celebrating each other and your lives and your love and all that type of stuff. So yeah, this is your message, Virgo. You know, of course, it's not going to resonate for everybody. I don't know. I don't even really feel like I have to say that, but hopefully you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.